Welcome back into the currency markets, where the rupee gained nearly a percentage point today on reports of IT companies selling dollars. There were gains in the Asian shares and Indian equities as well, which were supportive. And the Indian markets, of course, will keep an eye on the IIP and inflation numbers expected in this week to get further directions. But on your screens, nearly a percentage point of a gain, and 55.39 is where rupee shut shop today. Let's get in then. Abhishek Goenka, he's CEO India Forex Advisors, and he joins us right here in Mumbai studios. Abhishek, hi, welcome to the show. Yesterday was a 1% decline, today is a 1% gain. How are you reading this very volatile Indian rupee?
I think both the parties are getting a chance, and I'm happy that the importers are also getting a chance in this market. Whereas I personally feel that in the current scenario, there are a lot of factors which are actually talking about a stronger US dollar. You see the bond auctions, which has not been very good. Internationally, you started seeing that the central banks have been cutting rates. The Europe cut rates, the China cut rates, QE from the Bank of England. And overall, I personally don't feel that we are going to see a lot of quantitative easing from the US. So I think the dollar index has made a new high. The 10-year US bonds have come to 1.51 levels, is almost like 1912 levels odd. So all the factors are actually talking about a stronger US dollar. So I think any dips in between should be taken as a good buying opportunities for the importers for short to medium term.
Abhishek, what's your range for the rupee now, for this week, for the rest of this month?
I think once we see a break of 56, I think 57.30 would be taken out. That's the short-term view. But on a medium term, I expect the dollar index to hit 85, 86 plus. So I would rather buy the rupee buy the dollar on a continuous note, as in when we get a dip targeting around 58.
The recent movement, Vijay, how have you seen that, and how is it looking on charts? Do you also agree with Abhishek on a further record lows coming in for the rupee?
I think I would watch the 56.80, 56.85 levels. If the rupee sinks below that, I think we are likely to take out the previous lows, and the rupee might just weaken even further. Let's not forget, we are staring at a possible food inflation spike here. If the monsoon situation deteriorates, I think it won't take rupee too much of an effort to actually break the previous lows. So the long dollar short rupee story remains intact. The only thing that you've seen is profit taking from the dollar bulls having given a temporary respite to the rupee. I think higher levels in the rupee will get sold into, and as I said, the threshold is 56.80 levels. Should the rupee sink below that, I think it could really go through the floor.
Alright, so those are the levels, but Abhishek, really coming on to the euro, because rupee is taking much of its cue from that currency, and that one is trading near 2-year lows. Are you looking at further decline?
Yes, of course, Manisha, we are looking at levels of 120 and below. Maybe 1.16 the low that we saw last time. That is possible because I don't see this kind of funding that's happening in a long-term solution for euro. And if they continuously keep on cutting the rates, automatically, if history has to go, if you follow the history, any developed country, if they are cutting rates, normally it gets weaker. So in case that, I feel the euro should break 120 soon.
So everything is pointing towards a weaker rupee here, but Abhishek, what is your expectation from this week's IIP data and the inflation numbers? Of course, those are the bigger numbers that the Indian markets would be watching out for.
As Vijay rightly mentioned, the food price inflation, we are expecting that it will be inching up. At the same time, I don't think that the cues in the markets are coming up in where I think the inflation is going to be controlled. So I personally feel the IIP numbers are not going to be very, very robust though. And inflation numbers are also not going to be giving us a positive surprise. That's the reason why we are not expecting a rate cut in the coming days.
Vijay, what's your sense in euro? Because we have been mentioning about these levels of 1.20 and below that. On the charts, how is it looking? Is it like worth a sell right now?
The 1.21 level is like a Maginot line as far as I'm concerned. Should the euro go past that, I think it could surrender 5 paise in double quick time. So I would continue to watch the 1.21 levels, which I have been advocating for weeks now. And should it go through with heavier volumes, I think it can really surrender pretty fast. And I would kind of agree with Abhishek that the euro's problems are not really long-term solutions which are being held out. But then rather than jump the gun, I would wait for the violation of 1.21 levels before adding on to a trade. Till then, I would wait and watch. Because I think preempting a trade and writing a demise prematurely can be a nemesis of a trader. So let the price talk rather than preempt on the charts.
All right, Vijay. Abhishek, thank you so much for joining us as well. So that's the view coming in for the currency markets there. Further weakness in rupees expected, and the strength in dollar index is something that we have been talking about all of this 2012. With that, it's wrap on Hot Commodities. Thank you for watching.